To end off the earlier Metroid marathon, I got like a few little thingies. Let's see if I can find the image that I made yesterday. Where is it? Just in that, I guess? There it is. Ah, yes. Look at this thing that I threw together in Photoshop real quick last night. Wait, why is that capture still active? That doesn't make sense. Move that down, please. That makes more sense, yes. So yeah, over the course of the month, we've blown up 4.5 planets. Where does the half one come from, you might wonder? That's ether, well, dark ether rather. We've collected 0 bounties because I've not seen Samus get paid a single time. Like seriously, does he even get paid for this? I don't know. Got my questions. We fought Ridley 9 times. I think I double counted one wrong there. Didn't double count the other man fights. And yes, it was the 8th time that we fought Ridley that Samus had a mental breakdown because... yeah, Other RAM, I guess. Speaking of Other RAM, we lost our abilities 4 times and we got blocked by Adam once. Yeah, because we're not authorized to use our abilities. Fun times. We stopped the Federation from cloning Metroids twice and we killed over 200 of them. I tried to calculate how much Metroids I've killed. Capture is really not working that way, isn't it? I tried to count how much Metroids I've killed during the month, but we was already quickly to 150. Because, well, just Metroid 2 on its own, and then just all the rest, so God knows. Technically, when we finished the Famicom Metroid, it gets shown money bags next to the say. Oh, right, I remember that. Because we played Metroid 2 3 times, we've also committed genocide 5 times. 6 times if you want to count Phazon as a sentient creature. I mean, it is kind of an eldritch being, so sure, I guess. I guess we technically killed the X twice, once on SR388 and once on ZDR in the end. Even though, yeah, I mean, I guess the genocide counts for the just the local fauna that got killed by the X, I suppose. Well, you can't really see the last one. Head of Abrams blown up by Lower Norfair 4 times. Yeah, sure, 4 times despite being the theme of one game, because they really love reusing that theme for some reason. Also, Lower Brins I showed up 4 times, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, just probably a bunch more stats I could think of, but it's kind of short on time last night. It's like I just throw this together for a funny joke. The actual... oh, of course, I'm going to need another drink. This yapping is going to last a while still. Super Metroid Prime 2, Dread was the 4th. For Lower Norfair? Wait a minute, was I one myself there? Prince Star. Prime 2? I think it was only 3 times. I think I was wrong. Yeah, I might have been wrong there. Prime 2, Super. Samus Returns. The well, the tower area from Metroid 2 that got reimagined as a tree, basically had like the music in there for like a little bit. Oh, I need to calibrate this thing again. Hold on, like the I can say I'm looking down while I aren't. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. But yeah, Samus Returns was one of them. Let's see if I've got the right browser capture here. Alright. Now for the actual games. Right, I'm going to have to tap between the sorter and OBS because I'm only working on one monitor here. So that's annoying. It starts with Metroid Prime 2, which is rough. Also, all of these games are good, by the way. Like, well, you could argue for one game at least, I guess, but Metroid Prime 2 is fine. It's more of the same when you come from Prime 1. It's a lot longer, it's hard, it's annoying. The temple keys suck ass. Not even being nice with that part there. Also, yeah, Prime 4 is in it, don't worry about that. Yeah, it's just Metroid 2, or Metroid Prime 2, and it's not my favorite of the Prime trilogy. It really isn't. I don't hate it, but I just played the other ones before that, really. Prime 3... I liked Prime 3 a lot initially when I played it years ago. But replaying everything, I can see its faults a little bit more now. Prime 2 is more atmospheric, harder and stupid key hunt. Yeah. Really don't like the key hunt in Prime 2. Also, it just feels longer somehow. But Prime 3, I still like Prime 3. I kinda get people's gripes with the linearity now. Especially after directly playing the other two. Like, the areas, the planets are like really tiny. It's like, it's really sad. There's like not much to do. It's a lot more action-based on the narrative. Like I said, when I was playing it, I guess it kind of felt like they had to compete with Halo to a certain degree. And that's kind of the feeling that I get from it. So I'm going to... I'm not even sure if I ever really loved it, but I'm going to put it in great. Like, it's a fine Prime game. I like it more than Prime 2, but it doesn't beat Prime 1. Then Prime 4 is in this. It's like, yeah, that doesn't even count. Like, this got made 4 years ago. And someone put Prime 4 in already. A little bit over ego, I would say. But yeah, I've not played it. See what happens with it later in the year, I guess. Prime Hunters. I like Prime Hunters, but the single player of Prime Hunters is not great. Like, not at all. You do little things, like the areas are pretty tiny. You just fight the same two bosses over and over. It's not very great. The multiplayer aspect is really good, however. However, didn't stream that, because we can't really play that anymore in multiplayer nowadays. But I do have to admit that for the DS, it was a really good game, actually, that we got there. Like, it's impressive what we got out of the DS for a Metroid Prime game. All of that, though, I'm just gonna say it's a great game. It's better than Prime 3. Slightly worse for the worst single player, I guess. But still, good game, good game. It's great. Good job on the Nintendo DS at least. Federation Force, I've not played Federation Force. Nothing to say, I'm not gonna play Federation Force. Maybe I changed my mind, I don't know. You don't even play as Samus, so yeah, it doesn't count. Prime Pinball, yeah, it's a fucking pinball game. But what do you want me to say about Prime Pinball? The flipper sound is nice, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the music is all crusty, I can say that, yeah. Also, for some bizarre reason, they use the Metroid Prime 2 intro music instead of the Prime 1 music. I don't know why they did that. And then we get Older M. Oh boy. Actually, I should have done this in order that I played them instead of the Sword of Water, but whatever. Older M. What do I even say? The story is absolute dog shit. Like I said, it ruins Samus's history, it ruins Samus's future by ruining some aspects of Fusion. It looks good. The gameplay is fine. Like, it's not outstanding, but it's alright. I didn't hate it that much. The middle section of the game is just really dull because there's like no cutscenes or anything stupid happening. At least with the cutscenes you can complain, it's like, oh yes, this is very stupid and you can laugh at it, but even that didn't really happen in the middle section of the game. Music is pretty much non-existent. I mean, the Ridley music range is pretty good. The Phantom fight is pretty good, I guess. It's a cool fight, I suppose. Love it? No. Amazing? No. Great? No. Is it fine? Is it fine? If I were realistically, probably it's fine. It's just a story. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm going to give it its own rating. No. Oh, oops. I can spell. Not authorized to rate. There we go. Oh, wait a minute, I've messed that up. Oh, god damn it. You know what? Sure? Hold on. Let's move these up here. It's not played. Slash up. Oh, yeah. What color was it? Purple, right? Yeah, sure. I could also give it no gravity suit out of 10, I suppose. Oh, water ram. Just call it tier water ram. Yeah, I guess so. The original Metroid. I didn't technically play the original Metroid. I played Metroid Planets. Metroid Planets was a fine experience. It gives the original a lot of quality of life features. Doesn't lag. Like, the original game lags as soon as there's like 2 enemies in the room and you shoot at them. Like, it loses FPS like all hell. On the bottom part of it's fine for the original though, because like I need to remove all the quality of life features from this. I wouldn't recommend anyone to play this nowadays, just like Metroid Planets or one of the other mod versions that fixes it, because the original is rough as all hell. It's... well, I guess, I mean, I can respect what it did back in the day, I guess, but I was like born like what, 10 years after the game came out, so can't really say much of it in that regard. It's rough, it's rough. Metroid 2, however, is a funny one. I'm not sure if it is because I played all the Prime games and I just got kind of tired of the first person aspect, that I really enjoyed that, but hold on. And yes, Metroid Solid fine if you play the ROM of Planets, other than that, oh boy, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. But I really enjoyed returning to Metroid 2. Like, I had one hell of a time with it. No, sure, it's like, it has its limitations like the original game had, but I just had a very good time with it. And I would, like, honestly replay it again at the moment if I wanted to. It's like, I don't know, I just kind of like that game. Sure, the soundtrack isn't great, the sprite work is, well, limited because it's like Samus is massive, no map, all that stuff again. But for what it does on the Game Boy, I think it does a really good job. And I'm not entirely sure if DM2 gets the same atmosphere correct, but Samus Returns definitely doesn't. But yeah, I really ended up liking Metroid 2, returning to it somehow. I'm surprised by it myself, really, I just had a great time with it. Super Metroid? Actually, no, I'm going to go to the remix while I'm talking about about Metroid 2. Samus Returns, on the other hand, I didn't really have fun the first stream I was playing this. I don't know why. Everything felt clunky. Everything felt slow. The game decides to be faithful to the original game in like the worst moments. Like it completely restructures the planet, but the music stays the same and mostly bad. We've got recharge stations for some reason that can be combined with the save station. Like, no, I didn't have the best time with it. The Digging Out fight is annoying as all hell. I managed to do it in one try, funnily enough. But I remember being stuck on that fight a lot back in the day. Metroid 2 is suffering from the NES issues, but at least safe system. Yeah. And like I said, I got a soft spot for it. What else does Samus Returns do? Yeah, Samus Returns just completely fucks up the finale of the game. Like, it makes the Metroid another upgrade. That you need to go backtrack over the planet to get all the final missile tanks and shit. I don't like that. Like, the finale of the game is supposed to be this moment of peace and quiet after you committed genocide on an entire species. But no, it was just an affair of fighting hordes of enemies again, and then Ridley shows up. And Ridley showing up at the end of this makes no sense. Because Samus is going to deliver the baby at Sarah Station. And it's going to get stolen by Ridley now, so this... You defeat the Queen Metroid, you get the baby, you get fought by Ridley, you deliver the baby, you fight Ridley again, and then you go to Super Metroid. It doesn't make sense in a narrative standpoint, really. I mean, I guess it kind of bridges the Prime games because it's like half cybernetic and shit, but no, I don't like it. If you wanted Ridley in Samus Returns, you should have made it the prologue of Super Metroid, that you land on Samus and you fight it there. It would have made a lot more sense. AM2R gets all of these things a lot better, and I think I might just put it in I love it, because it's the best 2D Metroid game. It's the best 2D Metroid game, from a gameplay standpoint at least. Sure, some of the sprites for the Metroids look kinda out of place, I will admit. But it's just a better version of Metroid 2. Like, it gets everything that I have issues with in Samus Returns, it gets right, I find. Yeah. No annoying Whitley fight at the end. Yeah, it's just great. It's just great. 10 years or so in the making. Yeah, they took a long time with it. It got released on the anniversary date of, what was it, the 30th year anniversary of Metroid, and then the day after it got nuked by Nintendo. And then it was like, oh hey, here, for the 30th year anniversary you have Federation Force. No one liked that. No one liked that. It's just Zero Mission to Metroid 2, yeah. There's also kind of a point that I hold against Samus Returns. I am not the biggest fan of the 2.5D art style. Dread does it as well. Dread looks a hell of a lot better. Samus Returns just looks bad. Like, the models are crusty, the textures are pixelated. It's not that great. It's pretty damn solid. It was most of it fan patch. I don't even have the fan patch. So probably I should look for it at some point in time, but on its own, game's great. Game is great. If you want to play Metroid 2, I'd say that is the way to play it. Then again, I also can't say, like, don't get Samus Returns, because, like, when Samus Returns came out, of course we were all happy with having a new Metroid game, because it's been so long. Still, it's... Samus Returns and AM2R are always going to be kind of weird, because of the whole situation around it and, like, the year between them. And the entire circumstances which, well, we didn't get any 2D Metroid games for ages, so it's always going to be a bit of a weird situation. Super Metroid. I've complained about Super Metroid, that I don't like the, well, Samus's physics, but that is probably my only issue with the game. Super Metroid is still an amazing game. Do I like more than AM2R? I'm going to give AM2R just the debuff here that it is a fan game, I guess. You need to stay at least a little bit further down. It's not my favorite Metroid game. Actually, hold on, maybe I should change this up a little bit. You know what? I think I'm putting AM2R 1 down, actually. Well, actually, no. Let's put it back there for the time being. We'll see when we get further. Kind of feels like he's more amazing. But yeah, Super Metroid is still great. It's... yeah, like a lot of people say that's like one of the best Super Nintendo games ever. It's like, yeah, I don't think you're wrong. It's great. I love Super Metroid. It's basically what got me into the entire series, because I was playing it with a friend after school. Yeah, he was playing it, I was watching. But yeah, great time. Great time, still a good game. Not much to say about Super Metroid. Yeah, I don't like the wall jumps. Like, I know, I don't like the wall jumps very much in the game. But that's like the only slight I would give it. Actually, steaming, in case you wonder about. Alright. Super nails the atmosphere and the mechanics still keep up. Yeah, the atmosphere is great. The music is great too. I mean, I know that I complained about the music in Super Metroid, not Super Metroid, in Samus Returns and in Other M. I mean, yeah, I guess the music isn't that great, but I'm not going to defend the normal Norfair team of Super Metroid. It just kind of exists. But no one, when they mention the soundtrack of Super Metroid being good, mentions that track. So the problem is that Other M and Samus Returns just all have that music. I guess it's just atmospheric, I guess, but Metroid Fusion, however, is still my undisputed favorite. Easily. It's the first game I bought. I bought it for $10 before I left on summer holiday. I spent over a week trying to get through it. Sure, it's more linear, I get it, and people don't like that. They don't like the story focus and the highlights on the map. But it's a great game. It's almost a horror survival game in space, which I just really like, and it kind of nails the tone really well. Also, the Game Boy Advance games just still control the best for me, I find. So this also kind of holds it up. Fusion is complicated, deviated too much from the Metroidvania clings of it. I mean, yeah, I can see why people don't like it as much. Like, I can really see it, but I'm going to be fully saying that I'm biased with this one. It gets that first play experience, I guess, like the introduction to the series. Like I said, I only watched Super Metroid, but Fusion was the first one I actually played. So yeah, I'm going to be biased to that one. Metroid Dread, I am just going to put in amazing, however. When I streamed it earlier, I did point out my issues with it. Like, I'm saying like too much again, aren't I? The Emmy are cool, but I don't like that they're contained to their own area. That's just kind of annoying. You don't know, I mean, you know exactly when you're going to run into one, and then after the first one it gets more of a tedium to bypass and outrun them than being scared of them, I find. It also kind of ruins the planet biomes in my eyes, because it just puts this giant laboratory area in the middle of it, which is just kind of ruins the area. And there's already a lot of laboratory areas in Dread. The final boss is great, but I don't like the combat being so focused on the counter, as I said. Yeah. It's a great game, Dread, don't get me wrong. Like, we finally got Dread after 20 years of waiting for it. Did it deliver? Yeah, it probably did. It wasn't entirely what we expected, but it was a great game all around. I just hope for the next 2D Metroid game that it's not going to be so focused on melee counter. Also, the Shine Spark puzzles in this game are ass. Like, no, 100% is not fun in Dread. Like, you better master that Shine Spark. Holy shit. In Dread I'm cool with the mechanics, but I feel there's too many power-ups that don't use them effectively. Yeah. Like you saw earlier, I get the cross bombs, and then the next upgrade you get is the power bombs. It's like, what was the use of the cross bombs here? You should have gotten this earlier in the game so you could use the puzzles with it more effectively. Just feels kind of weird. The fusion beam is right, I guess. I like the storm missiles, but it's weird. Cross bombs, the double jump is also a weird one, yeah. I'm actually surprised it took so long for Samus to get one. I mean, I guess you get it in the Prime games technically with the space jump. If you got the space jump earlier, it probably would have been fine. The Aeon abilities are a bit of a hit and miss. I like the invisibility thing, but it also just kind of loses its usage later on with the enemies because you don't really use it, you just kind of outrun it. The Flash is cool. I like the Flash. And the scan is still fine, but it feels like a stopgap measure for some bad level design. It could have been optional. It could have been optional, yeah. I like Dread. I like to see what the team makes next, but it's not quite my favorite, sadly. Zero Mission, I'm also just going to put in amazing, I think. Well, maybe the best. I'm not sure. It's probably tied with Dread. Unlike Metroid Fusion, it's not story driven. It's just quick, jump in and play, have a good time. Be done in like 2 hours with it and play again. It's like good replay value. There's a little bit more replay value than Fusion has because of the story aspects, but Zero Mission is also great. Like, yeah, just play that instead of the original if you can. I mean, which you can on the Switch nowadays, I guess. I do like Zero Mission. It's not my favorite, but it's probably one of my top games at least. And then we get Metroid Prime. This is not a remaster, no. Metroid Prime. I know a lot of people love Metroid Prime. Actually, looking at this, I'm feeling fine with this. I mean, I'm not going lower than 4 tiers because none of these games is objectively bad. Well, Other RAM is. Like, Other RAM is Other RAM. I don't know, maybe I'd move AM2R, like, down here? Maybe this feels correct, I guess. Metroid Prime is also just going to be an amazing though. I'm knocking down one pack just because of the Super Ridley fight. Like, I really don't like Meta Ridley. Meta Ridley is a bitch. Meta Ridley is a bitch. Where exactly though? Do I like it more than Dread? I think I like it more than Dread, actually, if not by just a little bit. Because I also complained about the combat in Dread, so I guess it kind of holds up that they're equal in that aspect. The remastered version specifically looks amazing still. One of the best deals. Like, if you want to play a Metroid game, just buy the Prime Remaster. It's cheaper for some bizarre reason and it's great. It's the first Prime game, it's in 3D, it's... As I said, I liked Prime 3 initially more, but the original Prime game feels more like an actual Metroid game. And less like Halo, if that makes sense, with all the action and story going on. I like it a lot more than Echoes, that's for sure. Though I think maybe the soundtrack of Echoes is like a little bit better. I'm just a sucker for that intro theme, really. But yeah, Prime game is also amazing. I think this feels correct, looking at it. Zero Mission Assault, we're gonna skip all the kind of mission, all the stages could be skipped. You can't skip all of them now, you can skip some of them. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just like reading back on chat here because I have to toggle two windows here. It'll take forever to show the power-up cutscene. Zero Mission, you mean? Yeah. Like, I wish there was an option for Zero Mission to play it without the statues. Like, that would be great. That would be great. Prime 1 is great. Pretty good transition to 3D, but then the beam combos are 50-50. The beam upgrades are not... I mean, on paper, a flamethrower sounds great, but it's like... What am I doing with this? Not really much, it just hawks missiles. Wave Buster is kinda cool. Super missiles are fine. Ice Spreader though, that's... I never use Ice Spreader in a playthrough. Like, I think I shot it once at Omega Prime, right? At Metroid Prime, but that's about it. Like, it's... Like, the range on it is... It's like more of a shotgun, it's like... It's annoying. I don't like it. See tons of missiles, but the range is none. Ice Spreader is air. Yeah. Not the controversial tier list. Yeah, I don't really think much of this is going to be out of the ordinary. I think more people might put Metroid 2 lower and Fusion lower. And probably put Prime up in like the top tier. Maybe M2R2. But yeah, I don't really think a lot of people are kind to Metroid 2, which I surprisingly had a lot of fun with. Surprisingly so. To the point that I actually want to see if maybe in the future I can get a physical cartridge for it, which would be cool. But yeah, a lot of people would say that Prime is like the best, along with Super, but no, I'm sorry, I'm biased towards Fusion. I fully admit it. I know it has its flaws, it's not perfect, but I love it. You don't know, you never played any. Oh, maybe you should fix that. Maybe you should fix that, instead of only playing Among Us. Wave Buster also eats ammo, so power missiles, super missiles all that left. Yeah. You can't even really call the super missile a beam combo because it's just a super missile. But yeah, I think that checks out, doesn't it? Oh, it feels kind of rude putting Prime Pinball over the original Metroid. The original is just rough. And once again, none of these games are bad, except all the RAM, which is very debatable. But yeah, I guess that is my verdict after playing all the Metroid games, except Federation Force. Because once again, you don't play as Samus there, so it doesn't count. I had a good time with this. I don't think I'm going to do this anytime soon again. Depending on what the next Metroid game after Prime 4 is, I guess. If I feel like replaying something. I might replay Fusion 2, AM2R and Zero Mission at some point. Maybe for a birthday stream or something like that, but... Don't expect to see any Metroid. Well, I did say that I wanted to play some Super Metroid ROM, so look forward to that, I guess. If they require a wall jump, I'm going to eat ass. Because I'm not good at the wall jump in the game. And again, I also kind of sucked at Fusion for some reason. Which I used to be good at, so... But that is it. I hope you enjoyed all the Metroid games over the past month, and... well, see you with the next Metroid, I guess.